Hello, my name's John. I'm a carer. This question I'd like to address to both our leaders, but in particular Dr. Naphtine, who happens to be a veterinarian. Every year we have, for 3 months, pretty well an unregulated slaughter of our native bird life. I'm talking specifically about duck hunting. Every opinion poll I've ever seen shows the majority of people in this state are opposed to this slaughter. These birds, which are protected all year round, for whatever reason, basically shot out of existence. I'm talking particularly about protected species, which shot in a very, very alarmingly high number. Why don't we just ban it? The majority of people are against it. It's wrong. I'm appealing to you, Dr. Naphtine in particular, because you are a veterinarian. Why don't we just stop it?
Over to you.
Thank you very much, and I thank you for your question. And I respect in our democratic society, we have people with different views on a range of issues. I must say my view and the view of my government is different to yours with respect to the sport of duck hunting. We support duck hunting. We have instituted a game management approach that makes sure that people who are involved in this legitimate activity are appropriately skilled and trained in wildlife identification, have appropriate training in terms of use of firearms, but we as a government will continue to support legitimate duck hunting at a seasonal basis when the populations of birds as assessed by DEPI allow that to occur.
Can I just ask, why is it regarded legitimate? Just to get to the nub of the question.
Well, we have in Victoria, we have wildlife populations, and particularly wildlife populations in terms of ducks, that breed up in large numbers, and they often run into significant problems in terms of their overpopulation. So duck hunting on a controlled, monitored basis with proper training of people who are involved in duck hunting is a way to control those populations. It has no impact on the long-term sustainability of those populations, and it is a legitimate sport that's been going on for a number of years.
All right, and did you want to respond on that?
Thanks very much, Dave, and thank you, John, for your question. And I don't think my answer will please you either, but I do respect the fact that many people have deeply held views on this. But in my judgment, this is a legitimate form of recreational activity, provided the rules that are there, many of which Dennis has just gone through, are followed. Now, I understand that is not the answer that you want, but the most important thing tonight is for all of us to be straight, and I don't propose any changes to the arrangements as they currently exist, and that's the honest answer.
All right. We're off to a fairly bipartisan start, it must be said this evening. Let's get on to our next question. I think we've established the answer, at least from
this is a sport. Duck hunting is not a sport.
Okay. Thanks for that. Let's get our next question.